Whatever you do, never look into her eyes. Never. They say once you do, she never lets you go. And if you hear a knock at your door at 3 a.m., don't open it, because Annabelle might be waiting for you. Our story begins in 1968 in a quiet apartment where two young nurses, Donna and Angie, lived together. Donna's mother, thinking she was giving her daughter an innocent gift, bought a vintage Raggedy Ann doll from an antique store. But this was no ordinary doll. The moment it entered their home, strange things started happening. At first, it was just a feeling, a presence, like someone was always watching them. Then came the cold spots, the flickering lights, the unmistakable sense that something, or someone, was in the room with them. But the worst was yet to come. At first, it was little things. The doll would move slightly when no one was looking, a head tilt, a slight shift. But then, Donna started waking up to find the doll in a completely different room. Sometimes it would be standing, sometimes sitting on her bed, watching. Then, the notes appeared. Crumpled pieces of parchment, written in childlike handwriting, saying, "Help us." But here's the thing. There was no parchment in their home. So where was it coming from? One night, Angie's boyfriend, Lou, stayed over. He always hated the doll, claiming it gave him an uneasy feeling. That night, he had a nightmare, or at least, he thought it was a nightmare. He couldn't move. Sleep paralysis. He saw Annabelle, floating, hovering above him. Then, without warning, she lunged at him. Lou woke up, gasping, but when he looked down, 3 deep scratches were carved into his chest. Terrified, Donna and Angie turned to a medium. What she told them sent chills down their spines. The spirit inside the doll wasn't a little girl. It was something darker, something inhuman. It wanted a vessel. It wanted control. Desperate, the girls called renowned demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren. The moment Lorraine laid eyes on the doll, she felt it, a dark energy, suffocating, watching. The Warrens immediately confirmed. Annabelle wasn't possessed. She was cursed. Annabelle wasn't an innocent doll. She was an anchor, a conduit for something demonic. And it had already attached itself to the house. During the exorcism, the air grew heavy. The walls trembled. Then suddenly, everything stopped. Silence, as if something left. But the Warrens knew better. They took Annabelle with them, locking her inside a specially blessed glass case in their occult museum. A sign read, "Warning, positively do not open." For years, Annabelle remained locked away, but that didn't mean she was powerless. Visitors reported feeling watched. Some claimed to hear faint tapping from inside the case. And then, one man made a mistake. A skeptical young man mocked the doll, knocking on the glass. "You're not scary," he laughed, but as he turned to leave, he felt something unseen shove him. He and his girlfriend rode away on his motorcycle, but they never made it home. As they sped down the road, his girlfriend swore she saw something in the rearview mirror, a shadowy figure, seated behind them. But when she turned around, nothing. Just the cold night air. Then, the bike jerked violently, as if something had grabbed the handlebars. The young man fought for control, but the unseen force was stronger. The last thing his girlfriend remembered before blacking out was Annabelle's cold, empty eyes staring at her from the darkness. He lost control. The bike crashed. He died instantly. His girlfriend survived but was hospitalized for months. Was it a coincidence? Or had Annabelle claimed another victim? Even today, Annabelle remains locked in the Warrens' museum, but some say her spirit is still active. The museum's caretaker, Tony Sparrow, has stated that she still moves, her head shifting ever so slightly, as if she's listening, waiting. Some visitors have reported a strange sensation, a cold shiver down their spine, a sudden pressure on their chest, as if an unseen force was testing them. Others have sworn they saw her eyes flicker, just for a second, a trick of the light or something more sinister. And then there are those who never even made it inside. A man once approached the museum doors, eager to prove his skepticism, but the moment his hand touched the handle, he froze. Something whispered his name, not from outside, but from within. And here's the scariest part. Some claim if you stare at her picture too long, she might just stare back, and worse, she might follow you home. People have reported seeing shadowy figures lurking near the museum after dark. Some say they've woken up at night to find their doors slightly open, their belongings mysteriously moved, and the unmistakable feeling of being watched. So, if you ever come across Annabelle, don't look too long, and whatever you do, don't turn your back. So, tell me, have you ever seen Annabelle in person? Would you dare knock on her glass case? Or better yet, do you feel like you're being watched right now? Sweet dreams, if you can sleep at all.